Hello everyone, welcome to RAO'S Academy for Competitive Exam. Today in this session we are going to discuss about science and technology approach for UPSC's examination. Science and technology has seen increase in weightage, especially in the prelims examination. And that is true because our lives are getting linked with science and technology. And that is what is reflected even in the examination. Students have always feared this particular subject, given its technical nature. So in order to study this particular subject in a better way and to improve performance in the prelims examination, what kind of approach should be followed? That is what we are going to discuss in this particular video. But before we discuss about the approach, it is important to know what is the syllabus that UPSC has given for this particular subject for both prelims as well as mains examination. And also it is important to know what kind of questions have been asked by UPSC for science and technology. So let us firstly discuss about the syllabus. Firstly, we'll discuss about the syllabus of prelims examination. In prelims examination, two headings are there from which questions can be expected from science and technology. And those are, first is general science. General science includes physics, chemistry, and biology. Physics, chemistry, and biology. That means basic science that you must have studied in your school days is the focus under general science, right? So that is first. Second is current events of national and international importance. This is by far the most important heading in the prelim syllabus from which questions have been asked by UPSC. And this particular heading allows UPSC to ask questions related to current affairs. And current affairs can be asked from space, defense, nuclear, nano, and biotechnology. Even questions are there under current affairs from information and communication technology, right? So most of the questions, let's say 15 questions are asked by UPSC from science and technology. Out of those 15, almost 12 to 13 questions are from this particular heading, right? And that's why one should focus on the current developments, especially from the field of science and technology. Now let us discuss what are the questions in the recent prelims examinations that have been asked by UPSC. So first question that you can see is, Wolbachia method is sometimes talked about with reference to which one of the following, right? So Wolbachia method is one of the techniques with the help of which we are trying to take care of diseases caused by mosquito. Mosquitoes, they act as a vector for various diseases like dengue, malaria, chikungunya, even Zika virus is transmitted through the bite of Aedes mosquito. And that's why in order to take care of all these diseases, there is a technique that is being used where we want to induce sterility in mosquitoes. And that is what is asked in this particular question. So, Wolbachia method is to control the viral diseases spread by mosquitoes. Fine, so that is what is the answer. So this was a question you can say from biotechnology. This question has been asked by UPSC from biotechnology. Fine. So that is one question. Next question is, consider the following statements. First, ballistic missiles are jet propelled at subsonic speeds throughout their flights, while cruise missiles are rocket powered only in the initial phase of flight. Now this question, where there is a statement related to ballistic and cruise missile, this information is flipped, it is reversed. Actually, it is ballistic missiles which are rocket powered, that too only in the initial phase of their flight. and it is cruise missiles that are jet propelled throughout their flight. And that's why first statement you can say is incorrect statement. Second statement is Agni 5 is a medium range supersonic cruise missile, while BrahMos is a solid fueled intercontinental ballistic missile. Incorrect. This statement is again incorrect. It is Agni 5 which is intercontinental ballistic missile, and it is BrahMos which is considered as a medium range supersonic cruise missile. Fine, and that's why again the statements have been, the information has been flipped, reversed. Right, so both these statements are incorrect. Answer is D, neither one nor two. Right, now this question you can put under the category of defense technology. Defense technology. Next question now. Next question is, which one of the following is the context in which the term qubit is mentioned? Right, so qubits are mentioned in the context of quantum computing. They are used in the context of quantum computing. Right, they are considered as the replacement of bits, where information in quantum computing is processed in the form of qubits. So answer of this question is B. Right, so this question can be put under information and communication technology. Information and communication technology. So you can clearly see that in prelims examination, questions have been asked from various technologies, be it defense technology, biotechnology, or information and communication technology. But in the syllabus, they have mentioned only about general science and current affairs. And that's why it is important to know about these technologies as well, because questions have been asked by UPSC on these technologies. And hence, it is important to go through the syllabus of mains examination as well, where all these technologies have been mentioned by UPSC. So what is the syllabus given by UPSC for mains examination? So in mains, syllabus is like, firstly, developments and their applications and effects in everyday life. Right, so this part of the syllabus, main syllabus, you can say is pointing toward current affairs from environment and ecology, current affairs from science and technology. Right, so developments and their applications and their effects in our everyday life. For example, question on vaccines. Right, vaccines have effect on our everyday life, and that question was asked by UPSC. Right, next is achievements of Indians in science and technology. Right, so this is the part where questions will be asked by UPSC on Indian scientists. There are a number of Indian scientists which have contributed in the fields of science and technology, in different fields of science and technology. For example, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan has contributed in the biotechnology, has contributed in plant genomics, right? Then we have Sir M. Vishweshwaraya, who has contributed in the civil engineering sector, right? So all those important Indian scientists and their contribution is important from this perspective, from this perspective of the syllabus. Next is indigenization of technology and developing new technology. Right, so indigenization and developing new technology. This primarily points towards defense technology, because in the syllabus they have not mentioned about defense technology exclusively, and that's why we can infer defense technology from this particular heading in the main syllabus. Also, one more technology that we can infer here is nuclear technology, because again nuclear technology is not mentioned in the syllabus. Right, so that is about the first three topics. Next, in the syllabus for mains examination, UPSC talks about awareness in the fields of IT, space, computers, robotics, nanotechnology and biotechnology. right? So all these important technologies are the focus of UPSC, and questions have been asked on all these, be it information technology, space, computers, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, etc. For example, one question was asked in 2023's mains examination on artificial intelligence. One question was asked by UPSC on use of microorganisms for the production of fuels in the current era. Right, so this part is extremely important. And last is issues relating to intellectual property rights. Right, there are a number of issues related to intellectual property rights. Those questions have been asked by UPSC. For example, questions like, or the topics like biopiracy. Right, what is the importance of traditional knowledge digital library? Such questions are important from this particular topic. Right, so that is about the mains syllabus. Now let us discuss also about some questions that have been asked by UPSC in the mains examination. First question. So this question was asked by UPSC in mains of 2022. Question is, launched on 25th December 2021, James Webb Space Telescope has been much in the news since then. What are its unique features which make it superior to its predecessor space telescopes? What are the key goals of this mission? What potential benefits does it hold for the human race? Right, so this question is on James Webb Space Telescope, which was launched on 25th of December 2021. And then in 22's mains examination, this question was asked. So you can say that this is a pure current affairs based question, wherein they are asking us what are the unique features of James Webb Space Telescope. Now, James Webb Space Telescope is considered as, or it is an infrared observatory. That means it is trying to collect information that is coming from different parts of the universe in infrared band of electromagnetic spectrum. And on the basis of that information, we can study those events that have led to production of those infrared radiations. Right, so that is what is the question. One more question. What is the basic principle behind vaccine development? How do vaccines work? What approaches were adopted by the Indian vaccine manufacturers to produce COVID-19 vaccines? Right, so the question is on vaccines, because vaccines were in news in 2020, 2021 as well. And this question is of mains 2022, right? So what is the basic principle for the production of, for the development of vaccines? Vaccines teach our immune system how to fight against antigens, how to fight against a virus that may lead to an infection if that infection occurs in future naturally. Right, so that is what is the basic principle used in the development of vaccines, teaching our immune system how to fight an infection if it appears in future naturally. Right, and then there are different types of approaches that were adopted. For example, in the development of Covaxin, Covaxin was inactivated vaccine. That means it used killed form of SARS-CoV-2, which was a COVID-19 virus. Its killed form was used in the development of Covaxin. And then for the development of Covishield, a vector was used for the delivery of genes related to spike protein of SARS-CoV-2. And that's why we can say that Covishield was a viral vector vaccine. Right, viral vector vaccine, where adenovirus was used as a vector to deliver the genetic material associated with spike protein of SARS-CoV-2 virus. Right, so that was the question again asked in 2022's mains examination. Right, so these are some of the questions from prelims as well as mains. So we have discussed about the syllabus. We have also viewed a few questions asked by UPSC both in prelims and mains examination. And on the basis of this, now we can discuss what should be the approach that one should follow for science and technology. For science and technology, first and the prime most thing that you should do is conceptual clarity. You should have conceptual clarity with respect to various technologies, be it space, defense, nuclear, biotechnology, nanotechnology. All those technologies, their concepts you should be clear with first. Secondly, once you are done with that, it is important to update current affairs. Because most of the questions, be it question on James Webb, be it question on vaccines, be it a question on Chandrayaan 3 as in 23's mains examination, or the questions that we have used, we have referred to in prelims examination like qubits, Wolbachia and missiles. All or most of those questions are based on current affairs. And that's why you should be very thorough with current affairs. That is second, right? And once you are done with this, third and the most important thing that you should do is revise your own notes. Revise your own notes. And finally, solve test papers. Solve test papers. Right? So these 4 steps you should follow in order to cover science and technology in a better way. Right? And while doing all these 4 steps, there is a need to keep your eye on the syllabus and previous year questions, because they are extremely important source of information about the questions that may be asked by UPSC in next years. And that's why one should always go through syllabus as well as previous year questions. Right? So that way, if you are able to study in this way, you can solve good number of questions from science and technology. Your performance for the questions related to science and technology will improve for sure. Fine. So that is about this particular discussion on the approach for science and technology. So that is about this class. Thank you.